Calvin Klein called me up, was like, let's come in for a photo shoot. Fuck Justin Bieber, he looks like a hobo. No, I'm joking, it's for Interval Plus.
Yeah. Damn, I love your sense of humor. You don't get caught up in rumors. You don't be talking about who fucking who, and I notice the way you maneuver. Sexy but never show too much. Ain't heard from you in like 2 months. All of a sudden you pop on my line. You can make time, stop on a dime. I think you mastered the art of sublime. Your type is harder to find. You can turn water to wine, yeah. You can turn water to wine.
Photo shoot over. Let's get on the purpose of the video. So today we're going to be talking about pull-ups, because I get a lot of messages wanting their first pull-up, first muscle-up. Have you ever noticed that my music's really gangster, but yet I'm a really small white boy that walks around with a caramel latte? First of all, we want to make sure. How you doing, man? How you doing? I just did this to say how you doing. So, whenever we go through any type of pull-up, I want you to remember one thing. It's not from the shoulders or anything else. It's mainly from our ribs and core. You ever seen that video of the guy that pushes his stomach out and then slaps it in and he's got a six-pack? That's what you want to do. You want to open and close the ribs. Close.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
3 points you need to remember. Be under control, stay tight, and use your hips. I'm not going to kip at all, stay nice and tight. I'm just going to open and close my ribs. So I'll kip. When I open my chest, I will use my hips. So I'm here, hips at the same time. If you're not very good at using your hips, I'd practice it on the weekends, doing your own thing. Or not. Now I'm getting that hip hop, and it's all about the timing now. When we use the kip, the first movement that we can all probably do, which I've seen on most of our members, is toes to bar. Really practicing that kip and the hip drive to slowly bring our legs up. I'm gonna bring my legs to 90 degrees. For toes to bar, that's perfect. Really allows you to control the kipping. With the pull-ups, next the most important thing, we talk about control, hips and being tight. With that control, we need to make sure we get the timing right. So when we pop our hips, we need to pull at the same time and allow gravity to let me drop. If you noticed, I was not allowing my body to come back round. I was stopping, doing it again. I kipped, let my chin come over the bar, and allowed gravity to take me down. Instead of trying to force myself up looking like this. I see this a fucking lot. Really control that kip on the way down, the whole way. This can come to 2 things, either kipping pull-ups or butterfly. If you cannot butterfly, don't worry. Really try and focus. So I'll do 2 reps, which will be butterfly. I'm gonna allow gravity to take me to go into the next one. If you noticed, I use the kip and the butterfly. I am literally allowing gravity to stop me to go into the next movement. Oh, go. So eventually it will transfer over to bar muscle-ups. What I suggest is, be good at kipping pull-ups, chest to bar, and then eventually belly button or hip to bar pull-ups. First of all, what I say to everyone is that you want to be able to pull to your belly button or hips before doing a bar muscle-up. What we want to do is lean back, lean back.
Lean back, lean back.
Lean back on the pull to make sure we're not coming up to here, we're leaning backwards to allow that catapult over. If you noticed, I am coming up in a vertical way. This is my feet, this is my head, and I'm raising myself over, ready for the catapult over. Kobe.
Kobe.
If you notice, this is where I am when I catapult myself over. Easy dip. I'll do another one, like same again, catapult myself over and see how high I get before I even have to dip. Using hips to bar, drive over. Already really high on that dip. I know I brought my knees up. Ideally, you want to bring the hips, keeping that leg straight, keeping nice and tight. time. The rings are slightly different. We don't want to catapult ourselves round the bar because the rings can move. We want to control the rings. Ideally, pulling into the ribs, driving that head over. Same again with a kick. We big chest. When we pop and bring the ribs in, elbows to ribs here. Same again. We don't want to pull to here like we're looking like a little cat. We want to bring it to the ribs, fire through. I'm going to do you a kip, hip to ring, show you how I'm going to bring my hips up, my head back. Then I'm going to show you what happens if I come straight up and I'm in a bad position. That one, bring my hips to the bar, nice and vertical, ready to fly over. What ends up happening is people treat it like the bar and come up like a little cat and like, help me, someone push me up. That's what I end up seeing. Help me. You notice I'm in an L shape, head and feet. What I want to do, can't bend my thumb that far, but like that. Coming up, this is the hips, ready to hop those hips straight up and over. So instead of coming up in an L shape, here, focus on leaning back.
Lean back, lean back.
Bum, head to fly over. So the first one, when I transfer over to the muscle up, you're gonna notice that I really don't need a lot of effort when I use my hips properly, hence that control to come up through the hips, catapult over, bringing elbows to ribs. What I end up seeing is elbows out here. Doing the whole, well, let's see if I can do the dance. Stop. So I'm gonna do one pull, one muscle up, and then what I end up seeing happening with the elbows and then potentially missing or looking like a piece of shit. This is what I end up seeing. See how my elbows are so far out wide? That way the rings are coming out. I mean, not being in that crucifix type of style that gymnasts do. Elbows in, bring it close. The closer the rings, the shorter they are. Whereas the further they are away, the more you have to use your muscles. Do you notice? I was actually trying to get over the rings there. I fucking couldn't. I just hit myself in the face. Whew. Then elbows in. Elbows out. Big muscle. I love muscle ups, but if I bring my elbows out, I'm gonna get so much more fatigued and cannot get as high a number. Right, I'm tired of this shit. So, key points to remember. Control, hips, stay tight. Transfers over from the toaster bar and the leg raises into the muscle ups. If you look like a piece of crap on your toaster bar, you're less likely gonna do your muscle ups. If you're trying to get your first kipping muscle up, stay controlled, focus on the timing, and focus on that kip, bringing the elbows in. Try and get vertical to the bar or the rings, bringing your hips to the rings or bar, elbows in. And then all you need to practice from there is catapulting over, which we can do from a seated position. Something you can do from a lower level, from the rings or a bar, from a seated position, just practice coming over the bar when you're sitting down or when you're on your feet like I am, on the low rings or low bar, which will help you come over. So really focus, hip to bar, catapult over, elbows in for the rings, head through, hips to bar for the bar. Good luck.
Yeah.
How to make Fran worse. Add in the assault bike. Here we go.
Yeah. Gigi, yeah, Gigi, what? Gigi, yeah, hey, hey, hey. Yo, gringo, let that shit breathe. Wish I could bring pump back, blow, nigga, run that. Till they let rip me out, we gon' let these semis out. Wish I could bring stacks back, child, let the Mac clap. Till they free, bigger bell, gotta give you niggas hell. Blick and make that nigga yell. Beam hit his knees, made him scream when the nigga fell. Shoot out with the law or the morgue before I sat in jail. Niggas say they love me, I can see it in these niggas' eyes, they don't wish me well. I don't need their company, they smiling when a nigga fell. Seeing that I'm popping in the shot, I'm like the third round. 40 stitches, 40 stitches, that man to no tell. Taking ditches for these niggas, toss them in so well. Drive by, leave them in the street, nigga, roadkill. HBA gold fronts, let me get soul trip. Nigga, this is New York, pick the wrong move. And the goons let the two spot, work hard and move so. 8 more like pool holes, crack like.
Yo, we're back. We went through kipping earlier. We're gonna go through strength now, nice and quickly, so you guys know what to use to get stronger for pull-ups and muscle-ups. Ideally, you wanna be doing the strength work 2 to 3 days a week, either adding it onto your program from the classes or having a primary session for it. It can be 30 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on your time and what you want to focus on. Mainly focus it on the back and the biceps, because that's what we pull with. We pull with our lats and our biceps. But we also want to get that upper back nice and strong, ready for muscle ups and harder movements later on. Each movement should consist of 3 to 4 sets, ranging from 12 to 15 reps if you want to focus on hypertrophy. But if we're trying to gain strength, maybe a little bit lower of 6 to 8. Also, we want to make sure we're doing isometric and eccentric movements. Eccentric is the lowering phase of the movement, isometric is the holds. In strength, we say that you should be holding for about 5 seconds really maximum to really isolate the muscle. But in gymnastics, you really want to try and focus on holding every position for 2 minutes. So as it's a combination of gymnastics and strength, we want to meet in the middle. If you're really trying to focus on strength training using dumbbells and barbells, yes, go maybe lower seconds of 3 to 5 seconds on the eccentric or isometric phases, holding on the way down. But on the gymnastics phases of the pull-ups, you can go for as long as 30 seconds, for example, in the ring holds. Here are some exercises you guys should use to get you nice and strong. I suggest doing maybe 2 to 3 exercises, 2 to 3 times a week to get you nice and strong for pull-ups and muscle-ups. Good luck.
Hello, baby, hi. Hello, baby, hey. Hello, baby, hi. Hello, baby, hi. Hello, okay, ciao. Ni hao, bonjour, ciao. Guten Tag, konnichiwa, it is going down, big.
I'm using jumpers for goalposts, cigarettes for dope coat. Mum saying don't smoke, though I don't listen. I got love for a ghost note and shows on the Gold Coast. People that I don't know share the same vision. I found truth in a hard time, the words that aren't mine. Trying to find a love with the compatible star sign. Sometimes I can't write, sentences can't rhyme. Staring at my notepad quick, I'm trying to find mine. Shit quick before I hit it again. Surrounded in the industry by all these ignorant men. And who knew that I'd be paid just to pick up a pen? Just let me hit the studio and I'ma rip it again. Yeah, I'm a dick with an adrenaline kick. My daddy told me work hard and you can never be shit. I've seen all my heroes dethroned except my dad. Sat back here reminiscing about the times we had. Yeah, now I don't even wanna rap no more. Plus, I lost weight, yeah, I ain't fat no more. I can now afford things that I couldn't before. Not on a sofa in a basement flat no more.
Shabbat. That means guys in Arabic. So guys, I really hope the information has helped you understand what you need to do to get your first kipping and strict pull-up and first kipping muscle up. If you want to do a strict muscle up, you need that false grip on the rings, which is where our rings are on our wrists rather than in our palms. I feel like this is a whole new video which I need to go over for you guys. If you want to see it, leave your comments below. The take-home points: please engage your core and learn how to use and open and close your core and ribs on the kip. This is going to transfer over massively into all the movements and get you better even if you're good at them already. If you can already do strict pull-ups, kipping muscle-ups, kipping pull-ups, whatever, these tips are going to allow you to get even better at them in the long term. With regards to the strict, if you want your first strict muscle up or pull up, guys, please try and spend 30 minutes 3 times a week doing those movements. Lifting heavy gets you stronger and allows you to lift more weight, i.e. lifting your body weight even better. Use 2 dumbbell or barbell movements and use 1 movement of using your body weight either on the rings or the bar. The isometric holds you can use on the rings as well. So do one of those, because we need to get better at moving our body weight, then eventually we can get more repetitions using our body weight. Guys, I really hope this video has allowed you to understand what you need to do to get your pull-ups and muscle-ups better, or allow you to get your first one. If you have any questions for me, message me on Instagram or leave a comment below. Like and subscribe. Please share the video, guys. Until next time, peace.